So Stables, we have a big mission, which is to make money accessible for all. We started working on this problem about 4 years ago because we noticed that despite the advancement that we see in technology today, there's one thing that hasn't changed, which is money. Today, we're spending a lot of money to transfer money cross-border. It takes a long time to settle this money. And most importantly, there's a lot of people who still lack access to these financial services. We believe that by bringing stablecoin and dollars on chain, we can completely change that. We can help people to move money faster, cheaper, and give access to financial services to all. So the way that we do is like we're connecting a global stablecoin balance with local payment rails. So that basically means that you get the speed of stablecoins while you're getting the security and convenience of local payment rails. We've been eating great numbers. In the past 12 months, we processed $200 million in total payment value. We generated $1.2 million in revenue, and we spent no money on marketing. We have a very simple business model. Whenever we move money, we make money. So whenever you buy, swap, send, or spend stablecoin, we take our clip. We are globally licensed. We have licenses in Australia, Canada, Europe, and soon UAE out of ADGM. And thanks to our global partnership, we're now going to be ready to grow. We have a great team. We're backed by great investors such as GFC, Jump, and FinTech Collective. And here we're announcing our Series A. We're looking at raising $20 million to establish our presence in Abu Dhabi. So thank you very much. If you want to talk to me or just try the product, you can scan the QR code and give it a try. And yeah, great to be here. Have a good day.
Hey everyone, as Maya mentioned, I'm Ehab Ijaz, co-founder and CEO of Breach Insurance. We are a fully regulated insurance carrier, and we underwrite the complex, vast, and underserved crypto industry. Since I founded the company in 2019, the market cap of the industry was under 150 billion. We're 5 years in, and it's over 3 trillion, yet options for insurance and capacity for insurance remain very scarce. From the beginning, we've been building capabilities that have been allowing us to launch products and enter new markets at a rapid pace, starting out with the retail infrastructure, growing into institutional infrastructure as the industry matured, all enabled by global growth. Some key milestones that we've hit along the way. One, launching an AM Best rated, fully reinsured program in the US with a major reinsurance partner, getting our own full stack insurance carrier licensed, and obviously setting up an operational hub here in Abu Dhabi with Hub71. One of the things that our infrastructure allows us to do that's really critical to us and unique to us is actually embed custom embedded insurance to crypto native platforms. This can happen both through front end user experiences as well as back end integrations through our APIs. One example of these integrations is through Kinto. It's a layer 1 ETH network that allows users to get access to insurance for every single wallet that they have for the loss and destruction of crypto assets. We have a great team, highly technical team. We've got an awesome set of investors that we're really proud of, and we're here raising our Series A. We'll be raising $10 to $12 million, and it's going to capitalize us. It's going to allow us to execute on deals existing in our pipeline, activate distribution partnerships that we already have, expand our products, increase our insurance limits, and of course, establish a major presence here in the GCC. Thank you for your time. Please connect with me on LinkedIn and check us out at breachinsured.com.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christian Calderon, and I'm the CEO at Superfine. Previously, I served as an executive at Ketchup, which was acquired by Ubisoft, Kixeye, which was acquired by Stillfront, and Dots, which was acquired by Take-Two. I've also served as an advisor for AppLovin, Chartboost, and others. 8 years ago, we created the game 2048, which had billions of downloads. Back then, user acquisition was easy. There were just a few ad networks that you needed to work with, and tracking was nearly perfect. Today, the opposite is true. There are many ad networks that you need to work with, and tracking is far less from perfect. Let me walk you through what it's like to publish a game at scale. Sorry, this is the wrong presentation. Basically, you need to create hundreds of campaigns across dozens of ad networks in order to launch your game at scale. Superfine, the reason why it's different is because simply you just upload your advertising creative, type in your campaign objective, and then Superfine will automatically create ads for you across dozens of ad networks simultaneously, so you can manage them in one place. We've worked with Yuga Labs to launch the game Dookie Dash, which hit top 5 in the US. And we've also helped Axie Infinity reduce their cost per install by over 70%. We're trusted by an incredible group of companies that are the top in our industry, such as Yuga Labs, and we're backed by an incredible group of investors like Hub71 who believe in our vision. Our team has worked together for over 10 years across multiple companies. We've worked together to solve user acquisition challenges, scale games, and we've exited several companies together. We're raising $6 million to transform digital advertising. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Sean Kiernan. I'm the CEO and founder of GreenGauge. I'm a banker by background. I set up a bank within Credit Suisse in the UK, and I also worked as the London COO of the first bank in the world to do crypto. Crypto or banking is essentially two things: liquidity, making payments and moving money, and the pricing of risk or credit and lending. However, there are some challenges in these two issues for banks today. SMEs in particular, small, medium-sized businesses, don't get as much lending as they deserve. In the UK, there's a gap of 22 billion sterling, and the GCC an even bigger, $250 billion gap, according to the World Bank. In addition, banks are de-risking, so 140,000 businesses lost their accounts in the UK alone last year. Both of these problems are hindering economic growth. Off this backdrop, a new asset class has emerged, called private credit. This is now over $2 trillion, issued primarily by credit funds or non-bank lenders directly to businesses, and this costs typically higher than bank lending. GreenGauge leans into these challenges as an opportunity. We open accounts for businesses using banking as a service partners, so we're not a bank ourselves, and we also facilitate lending on our platform, connecting borrowers and lenders directly with private credit. We've done already over $250 million of lending. We love the spirit of innovation here in the UAE, and in Abu Dhabi just last month, we worked with Coinbase, GreenGauge, to do the first live digital debt transaction globally, which is something that's hugely innovative in our space, and we're confident can save upwards of 1% on the cost of borrowing in private credit. We're keen to lean into this growth, and obviously, my ask of you is to engage. We're keen to meet great businesses looking to borrow on our platform or lend. And we're also looking to progress our Series A to hire additional staff here in our Abu Dhabi office and also to go ahead with licensing. My contact details are as above. Thank you very much for your time, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Wasim Fukase, co-founder, CEO of Chainsight. So I'm going to be talking about data in Web3. So we are currently based in Abu Dhabi. We're locally grown, and we have 15 team members right now across from US to Japan and headquarters based in Abu Dhabi. When we talk about data itself, imagine about, Google, AWS, Amazon, all this. How are they making money, right? They're sucking your data. And when it comes to data in Web3, it's also happening, and that's the issue. Therefore, what we're trying to do is we're trying to give back the data as Web3 does. And when we look into the market itself, it's about $12.5 billion as a market. That's a huge number. So what we do is we do provide financial data, deep to finance, market prices, real-time data, real-world assets, which Abu Dhabi really is fondue of. So when it comes to what we do as Chainsight, we're actually a Oracle providers, data hub, on-chain data hub. And what we do is Oracle for the people, by the people. What does this mean? It's actually a platform where actually projects deploys their own data, and they own the data to actually produce another revenue streams. So we have been working a lot with the market in the crypto space, blockchain space. We have been already top 10 in the market since the release of July, and we have been working with more than 100 protocols. So what we're trying to do right now among Hub71 and among us is actually we're going to be running down upcoming Series A investment opportunity. And I'm glad to have you guys on board, as well as if you haven't worked with us as a project, you're missing out. So please do give us a hands up. Thank you.
My name is Carl. I'm the general manager for XBTO in the Middle East. What a year it has been, 2024. And before we start, I wanted to go through some of the numbers we've seen in the digital asset space. More than $100 billion were deployed in the ETFs on Bitcoin that were launched this year. This is the fastest growing ETF ever launched. 1,000 professional firms have invested in those ETFs, and more than $190 billion are in stable coins today. More importantly, the UAE has been paving the way, and that's one of the reasons we're here. They ranked third in the MENA region in terms of volumes. More than $30 billion have been traded in crypto, and more importantly, more than 30% of the population has touched digital assets. This has been favored due to the regulatory environment, may it be here in Abu Dhabi or in Dubai, being forward-looking and embracing digital assets. XBTO has been around since 2015, which is a very long time in digital assets. We're a market leader when it comes to crypto derivatives and asset management. We've been regulated in Bermuda since 2018, and we have more than 90 plus professionals across the globe with an office here in ADGM Abu Dhabi. Our vision is to bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital assets by delivering an institutional-grade investment platform. Our offering, 3 verticals. Our DNA is in the asset management space. We offer hedge funds in crypto, structured notes, treasury management services. We have a capital markets business when it comes to liquidity provisioning, market making, and tokenization. And finally, all of this can be found on what we call our investment hub, which is our digital platform that allows for custody and trading. Our track record, $460 million of assets under management. We have 270 plus clients, and we trade around $20 billion a year. The team comes from TradFi, has been around in the space for a very long time, and we look forward to telling you more. Scan the QR code and feel free to meet us at our booth, which is just outside. Thank you very much.
Yep. Hi, my name is Igor, and I'm today want to tell you about our end-to-end platform as a service to bring your business on-chain. And basically, we believe that blockchain is one of these force multiplier technologies like AI or cloud before that if you do it right, it can be super efficient. It can be like really big boost for your business and competitive advantage. But if it's done wrong, then you can basically sink infinite amount of money into that. So that's what we're here to solve. So basically, we brought all our experience on both building Ethereum as core developers, but also building like both TradFi and FinTech products before that to bring you the end-to-end platform, the product to use to integrate the blockchain right. And it's called basically end-to-end because we help you around the stack vertically from the correct infrastructure and correct hardware to choose to state-of-the-art L2 scaling technologies connected to Ethereum so you can get all the goodies like stable coins and everything there to basically what we call the blueprint. It's basically blueprint for your business that is like maybe 70% already there. We are live in production already, and we are supporting customers from basically executive consulting to figure out where the use cases match, to POC, to supporting your live so your product doesn't go down when it's a Black Friday, Christmas, or I don't know, Taylor Swift concert or something like this. And basically, yeah, we already live. Our customers usually have like about 90% cost reduction. And then we basically build it to some extent what we would want to have when we were working on FinTech and TradFi. Like I was launching FinTech products in Africa, and it took about a year to bring a product live. So with platform like this, it could have been like a couple of months instead, including all the compliance necessary. And again, we are, as a company, we have quite a lot of customers. We are profitable. And basically, if you want to learn more, find me or go to gateway.fn or scan the QR codes. Thanks so much.
I'm here to talk about our 8-year journey in 100 seconds. So let's start this really quick. My name is Konazao. I'm the co-CEO of Bit2Me, Spain's largest crypto exchange. In 2015, crypto was really weird, very unsafe, and just hard to get to. So we sought out to solve this problem by creating a super app that millions of people are enjoying in 100 different countries. But at the time, no VC would touch us. We were radioactive. And so we went to our users and launched an initial coin offering and raised 23 million in 3 minutes. 2022, we had to keep them happy. So we brought in more projects to launch their own initial coin offerings through the Bit2Me Launchpad. But we also launched Bit2Me Earn, where our users can let their crypto holdings work for themselves. 2023 and 2024 was all about profitability and scale. We are a profitable company. This year, we just crossed the 21 million revenue mark. And because the European Union has decided to self-regulate and make crypto legal, the banks have become competition. But instead of competing with them, we asked them, why don't you join our company and invest? So we raised 15 million for the first time. And these are the logos that we're proud to have in our cap table, especially Hub71. We also launched our order book exchange and a crypto lending product. This gives us more robust product offering for our clients. Next year will be our road to unicorn. We're unlocking 400 million of the bank's non-crypto users through Bit2Me's crypto wallet and liquidity infrastructure. And we'll cap the year with 50 million in revenue. Crypto and blockchain are rewiring the 7 trillion financial market. And we're proud to be doing this globally through Abu Dhabi. We're raising 40 million euros, of which 30 has been already committed. And we're open till January 2025, unless you tell us otherwise. But let's be friends. Please reach out anytime.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Simjid and I'm here to tell you a bit about Base2. So we're on a mission to future-proof the manufacturing industry. And the reason we need to do this is because 20% of every dollar in manufacturing is lost due to inefficiency. That amounts to about $8 trillion lost globally. The reason why this happens is because most manufacturing software is stuck in the Windows 95 era. It's literally 20 to 30 years old, limits collaboration, and doesn't integrate with any of today's tech stacks. And we see this happen across the manufacturing industry. However, we're focused on what we call chemicals. So everything from pharmaceuticals to specialty chemicals on the left-hand side. The market is valued at approximately 11 billion globally. So across North America and EMEA, across 90,000 manufacturing facilities. So that's why we came up with Base2. In short, it allows us to use AI to generate recommendations for manufacturing engineers on what exactly they should do to improve their manufacturing process. So literally which levers to turn, which knobs to pull. And this is the architecture. So basically we take their data, we use it to simulate in real time how their manufacturing works, and then issue recommendations and optimizations. We've done this with Fortune 100 companies, including Johnson & Johnson, where we saved them 5.5 million USD annually. And in terms of our footprint, we're a Series A company. We just closed. So we've raised a total of $17.5 million across North America and Europe. And as you can see, we're worldwide in terms of operations. We're backed by a team of 16 people. We're repeat founders based out of Canada. And our CEO and myself are based at Abu Dhabi here. So thank you. Please reach out if you're interested, and we'd love to connect.
Hi, I'm Cameron, co-founder of Terax. You and I generate 2.3 billion tons of waste last year. That's an awful lot of Burj Khalifas. And unfortunately, we have this situation. And only 9% of our waste is actually recycled, plastic especially. So, but don't worry, we're actually doing something about it, right? You and I, we recycle every day. So then why will we have 5 billion tons of waste by 2050? I'm sorry to tell you that recycling is actually broken. So if we want a different outcome, we need to do something new. We need some superhero help from Terax and our transformational technology. where we combine incompatible waste types together to make reliable end products. That means no segregation, no washing, and no chemical additives. Our solution is modular and highly scalable. These are some of the products that we can produce. So how are we going to save the planet? With a new generation of recycled plastic pallets made from the waste that we create. Pallets are the backbone of global logistics. There's global demand. It's a fast-growing market, and the fundamentals are very strong. I'm pleased to say we'll have our first production line operational in Abu Dhabi in Q1, producing TerraTile with ADQ and ADNEC, and beyond that, we'll be growing the business with our pallets. We've already done regional testing with FMCG titans to validate the concept. The team behind Terax has been in business successfully already for 10 years together. And so it's not often that unique opportunities come along to make a difference. So I'd love to invite you to come on that journey with us. If you're interested, we're looking for growth funding, or we're looking for waste as a resource. And of course, we're looking for buyers. So I'll just end by saying, help us create value from waste the Terax way. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Alfredo. I'm one of the co-founders of Electrogenous, and today I want to talk to you about three things. So the world is moving past the point of no return. Emissions are going up and not down, and we could have stopped it all today. Yes, we could have stopped it all today. So how? Well, the answer is green hydrogen. It's a green molecule that can be used for a wide variety of industrial processes as well as sustainable fuels. This means we could have used or met all of the global energy needs with zero carbon. So why didn't we do it? Are we evil? No, it's just rational. So the price of green hydrogen is 4 times more expensive than that of alternative fuels. And that's because of two main things. From one side, the capex, the cost of these machines, is too expensive, especially outside of China, while the whole efficiency is just too low. We are the first company globally to address both challenges at the same time. We are 5 times more cheap than any European competitor, surpassing Chinese competitors, while maintaining 94% efficiency, a 20% efficiency increase across the board. So how do we do it? We have a proprietary catalyst that is double the activity of platinum while being 50 times cheaper. This means that with the same electrode surface area, we produce double the hydrogen. Now, this means that we can not only produce hydrogen more efficiently and at a higher capacity, but at a fraction of the cost. For all of you, this means you can save 30% of your cost of green hydrogen. This means $1 per kilogram or more. Imagine if you went to the petrol station, you get your fuel, and you save $1. It's a huge and massive difference. So how can we bring it here to Abu Dhabi? We're developing a 20 kilowatt prototype with Repsol, and we're looking for partners to deploy a 100 kilowatt here in Abu Dhabi. So help us make the UAE hydrogen a reality. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, my name is Paul Mahacek, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Atmo Cooling. We're facing a crisis. Growing population means growing demand for food and energy. But it's getting hotter and drier, which means it's more difficult for our lands and assets to be productive. Atmo Cooling's technology platform is centered around our patented spray control technology. This lets us reduce air temperatures by up to 15 degrees Celsius using saline waters like seawater or desalination brine reject. We combine our proprietary instrumentation with site selection and control algorithms in order to monitor, replicate, and supercharge natural atmospheric cooling. We've already demonstrated this tech at our site here in Abu Dhabi with significant cooling effects, and we can scale this to more than 300 million hectares globally. This is a combined area the size of India. For agriculture, we increase productivity. We decrease the demand for irrigation, we extend growing seasons, and we make crops like corn, wheat, potatoes, and onions commercially viable. Beyond ag, we can increase the production of solar power, and we can reduce the energy needed for air conditioning in urban environments. We do all this while providing desalination plants with a viable pathway to zero liquid discharge, protecting our groundwater assets and marine environments. We have a team with experience across environmental science, aerospace, and thermodynamics.
We've got decades of experience in venture-backed and large-scale engineering projects. We've hit a number of milestones to date. We're fully funded to grow the team and continue operations at our test site here. But we need your help to identify folks working in commercial farming, utility-scale solar, and those who need help to manage brine from desalination. We're going to open up a funding round in 2025, but until then, remember, it's not just cool, it's Atmo cool.
The more we develop, the more we destroy. The building materials that we've been using to build us up are now tearing us apart. The culprit, the worst offender, calcium-based cements. For 200 years, we've been burning rocks, and it's responsible for 9% of all global emissions. There has to be a better way. Introducing Partana, the magnesium-based cement that does not need heating and absorbs CO2 at the same time from the atmosphere. Magnesium-based cements have been around for 2,000 years. It's built the Great Wall of China, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Pantheon. And today, our technology has made it fit for the 21st century. We're approved in all international building codes, we're patented globally, and we approved Vera credits. So how do we scale this? 60% of all the brine in the world is produced right here in this region. Partana can take this brine, a waste material that's harmful to all biodiversity, and source magnesium for good. Our cement has been used to build homes that have the same nature-positive impact as planting 12,000 trees. The cost is competitive. This is my home, the Bahamas, the front line of climate change. This is my home today. And called the most exciting thing in construction in the last 20 years. 20 years ago, I was leading this team to 3 national championships in the NBA. This is my championship team today, made up of engineers, scientists, industry experts that believe in this mission. I've always had great coaches and mentors I'm grateful for, and in the world of business, it's no different today. So my ask of you is to join this mission of us decarbonizing the construction industry, the $400 billion industry of construction, by helping us raise $20 million to build our first factory here in Abu Dhabi. Together, we can change the way the world builds for good. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hello, my name is Abdulaziz bin Rada, and I'm here to remove CO2 and green the desert. Who here knows what this is? Who's seen this before? That's a scene from Mad Max. That is a very, very plausible future. It's a future where water is scarce, resources, we're fighting over them, and it's a scorched earth. This is a future that can happen, but that's a future that we're here to stop from happening at Hive Geo. And the way we're doing this is we're working on 2 things. We're working on engineered biochar that we derive from biogenic feedstock or agricultural waste. And we charge that with bioactive compounds. What you end up getting is material that you can stick in desert sand, and that removes CO2 for over 1,000 years and locks it away safely. But at the same time, it accelerates soil creation and it greens the desert. Today, we're running our first facility in Al Ain in collaboration with a state-owned company. And what you can see here is Sparky, which is our first pyrolyzer. And we ran the first soil trials where we saw a 550% increase in yield, where we took desert sand and greened it. We're a multidisciplinary team of scientists, engineers, commercial people from all over the world and the top universities in the world. A team that truly brings this out of the lab to make it a reality and to put it in the ground and to scale this and green our deserts.
We work with customers and partners and investors from around the region and from around the world as well. And this is a story that starts in the UAE. However, it has global impact and how we scale this globally and license our tech. Thank you very much. We'd love to talk to you and connect. We're starting a funding round as well, and we're looking for investments, partnership, and R&D.
Graphmatic is building a nanotechnology unicorn based on the world's strongest, lightest, and most conductive material ever known to human being called the graphene. And we are cracking the code to industrialize this and to offer this globally into multi-sectors. So graphene has been hyped after Nobel Prize in Physics 2010. In the past years, Graphmatic has been transforming graphene from being a hype to be in real applications in global markets. And we already launched a couple of products in global markets, and the demand is increasing massively, and we are gearing up to match that increasing demand. So we already onboarded world-leading investors in Europe, and we are looking to raise our Series A, 5+ million euros, to deliver for our existing offtake agreements and to onboard more customers, and of course to scale up manufacturing to hundreds of tons in the coming years. Our technology platform, which is a cross-section between nanotechnology and machine learning, where we are the quickest who can develop materials and launch them in the market. Recently, within 2 months, from idea to a product in the market, so we have successfully launched a product within 2 months. As you can see, opportunities are not limited, but we are focused on those are closing to the market, building success, and capturing other opportunities in packaging, in automotive, defense, construction, and battery technologies. If you are interested to touch the world's strongest material and to talk to us, please talk to us here. So I have it in my pocket here, as you can see, super flexible and still very easy and impossible to break. If you'd like to try to break, so please talk to us. Thank you.
Hello. We make rocks that save the planet. The ocean is at an all-you-can-eat buffet of carbon emissions. It's just eating and eating, and it's getting quite sick. That's where blue carbon ecosystems come in, like seaweed and kelp, but it's not just them. I'm talking about rhodoliths. They're cute, they're pink, and they're the ocean's best carbon sink. They take dissolved carbon in the water column and convert it into carbon nodules on the seafloor that remove that carbon for thousands to millions of years. This process happens naturally over 10 years, but we make it happen in less than 2. If you think of corals as trees, these guys are the soil, and they're 100 times more efficient than mangroves, 6 times cheaper than the cheapest tech solutions out there today. We start this process with BlueSinkies, our patented materials engineering technology, which, when deployed on seafloors with zero human intervention, they create regenerative carbon capture beds that last 10 to 50 years. We're taking waste and creating the most powerful carbon-sucking ecosystems on the world. This is the life cycle of a BlueSinky, and we've already deployed in more than 5 countries around the world. We're now in the UAE, and we're here to ask your help for access to seafloor. We want to build the world's largest and most beautiful carbon removal site. With just 10 square kilometers, we can remove 1 million tons every single year while fixing corals and rebuilding marine biodiversity. Our business model is centered around carbon credits and seabed restoration, targeting primarily offshore energy and maritime sectors. We've already signed 15 LOIs and MOUs with research and commercial partners around the world. And actually, we achieved this funding milestone a few days ago. So we're here as a team of scientists, engineers, and biologists that are building the world's most modular CDR solution to tell you that each one of you, be you individuals, investors, or businesses, can help us decarbonize the world rock by rock. So, are you ready to rock with us? Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Othman Manabes, co-founder of Aqua Development. As you may guess from the picture, we are an aquaculture technology startup. We develop, design, and implement our own systems for growing shrimp in a sustainable way, high productivity, and in an economically efficient way. Before diving too deep into the technology, let's talk about the shrimp market. Shrimp today is literally the most consumed seafood worldwide, by far. More than salmon, more than tuna, more than sardines, anything that you can think of. It's also the fastest growing seafood in consumption worldwide. The problem is that most of it is produced only on a small area, the yellow countries, tropical areas essentially, while most of it is consumed elsewhere. And the countries that consume the most import on average over 90% of their consumption. Here in the UAE, we import 100%. In Europe, 99%. When you're importing your most consumed seafood, that comes with a whole host of issues, not least of which food security, but also the carbon footprint of bringing your most consumed seafood all the way from the other side of the world. We solved this, and you'd ask the question, why don't they produce? And the answer is because the available technologies are either not suitable because they require a tropical climate or too expensive to implement. We solved these issues. We combined AI, biotech, and design engineering, and developed and implemented a system that can produce today in anywhere in the world with over 10 times higher productivity than traditional systems, and at a fraction of the cost of the existing systems, competing today on cost with India and Vietnam. We are present today in over 8 countries across 3 continents. We have 2 business models. We sell the shrimp and we franchise the technology. We have been cash flow positive as a startup since 2 years already and profitable. And we're raising our Series A funding, $10 million for anyone who's interested. My favorite topic, shrimp on space and shrimp on Mars. Shrimp is one of the best candidates as a species to grow in space and on other planets. And we have developed our own program to make that happen and to become the first company to grow shrimp on Mars. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.